Happy birthday, Tilden Cooper.
Oh, we're live. Welcome. Another Mauney Cast. And look, you made it back.
You know what, JB? I don't know how I happened to make it back for the second time. I don't know if I'm happy or not, but we'll see at the end of the episode here.
You're just lucky.
Thank you. You know what? Speaking of luck, we're a little early for St. Patrick's Day, but today is Happy Valentine's Day. So Happy Valentine's Day to you.
You also.
Samantha's here. Jagger's here. Do I dare ask just right off the top of the show what's the most romantic thing you've ever done for Samantha?
Well, you know Samantha.
Yes, I do.
She has very expensive taste.
And that's one of the things you love about her.
Yep, sort of. And so I told her, we lived in North Carolina at the time, and I told her, I said, I got to run to Charlotte. And she's like, for what? I was like, don't worry about it. Well, I'd been working bulls. I was dirty, had chewed up mud boots on, and
you were looking kind of rough.
Yeah, I was looking kind of rough. And so I drive to Charlotte, and I go into the Louis Vuitton. I like to refer to him as Louis Vuitton, and store. Well, I was probably in there a good 15, 20 minutes before anyone came up and talked to me because they were looking at me like I was going to steal something.
You felt like they were profiling?
They were. And finally a guy came up to me and he's like, can I help you? And I was looking, I said, I want to see this right here. And he said, well, sir, I said, I don't care what it costs. Just let me see it. And he shows it to me, and it was a purse that had a strap with it. And he's like, well, what about this one? It's a little... And I said, no. If I'm going to buy something like this, she's going to strap it to her body. Like, I did not know how much things in there cost.
Sure.
And
it's an investment.
I said, she loses a lot of things. And so he takes it to the register, and he said, well, if she loses things, this red purse wallet would really pop so she could always find it, Good salesman, because I was like...
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you got
point.
The wallet.
That's a good point. I was like, throw that in there, too, and he rang it up, and I was like, holy shit. But you can ask her. I give pretty good presents.
She actually said, so I visited with her about this before the show, and she said that you are very romantic. And her last birthday, I'm still jealous of her present. It was a lynx coat from Morris K. & Sons in Dallas.
I can't take all the credit for it because when I don't know what to get her, I call her sister.
And she absolutely knows.
Oh, yeah. And Amanda's like, and I will get pictures and prices of all kinds of stuff.
Is there a price limit with you?
No, not really.
No budget. I love no budget gifts.
Not on presents.
Right. Okay, that's good. Yeah. You did good.
Happy wife, happy life.
Amen, JB. We have that recorded. We're going to use that in the future.
I am not as dumb as I look.
I didn't say you were dumb. I'm not the one profiling. The guy in the Louis Vuitton store was profiling.
Oh, they were straight. All of them were standing behind the register looking at me like, oh, he's going to steal something.
Well, let's transition to life in Stephenville. We talk about Bucktown often, but you are continuously improving your setup and your facility in Stephenville, and it's something you're really proud of. It blows my mind you have a welder on full-time staff, but it's just because you have so much going on. So what's the latest at Bucktown? How many, are you bucking a lot of bulls? Are you going to keep growing your herd? What does that look like?
Oh, big things are coming. We're going to do some bull ridings there. Hopefully this year we'll start them. They're coming to move power lines, put lights up, all that good stuff. I've got probably 25 head of big bulls turned out right now. And,
Uh-oh. Well, he hopped the fence just perfect, didn't he?
That's a wild bronc. And, I've got bulls everywhere. They always tell you to stick with what you're good at, and I know bulls, so I like messing with them. I like working them. I like piddling around, figuring out their personalities, things like that. And it works out that I can still do what I love doing. I'm just not able to get on anymore.
Right. So the bucking bull and the breeding and all the things behind that is so interesting to me because it's really, you can find a diamond in the rough really easily. So what is that challenge like for you, or how do you go about that?
I only keep a few cows. I deal more with big bulls. I've got a deal. A lot of people in my world, they know who Norris Dalton was. He passed away, unfortunately. I knew him for a long time. He raised a bunch of really good bulls. Well, past few years, before he passed away, he just had everything kind of turned out. They were all Mavericks. And when I moved to Stephenville, he lived north of Wichita Falls, so I went up there. Nick Ross it was his right-hand man, still is to the ranch, and we rode around, and I just wrote brands down. And there was probably 80 or 85 head of 5- and 6-year-old bulls that had never been tipped, bucked, or anything, like wild. Seen one human their whole life, never been in pens, so I started buying trailer loads at a time. And I think Nick, he told me the other week that I'd been through about 125 head of bulls off of that place in 5 years. And so we got all the big bulls off. We got the cow herd down the manageable side. There's still 125 head of cows up there, but I swapped the breed bulls in and out. And so when the calves get big enough to wean, they all come straight to me. And so my cow herds kind of went to the side. Like I priced all my cows to a guy the other day. He's supposed to be coming to get them at the end of the month because I don't need them. I got to go through 125 head of calves every year. And then I've got all the big bulls standing around there, and so it's always something to do.
There's always something going on. Every time I talk to Samantha, I feel like you all are trailering bulls here or there or to the next bull riding. So obviously it makes you very integrated still into the sport of bull riding. When we're here as a spectator, or for someone like myself, I always feel like there's a fine line for the stock contractor or the bucking bull owner. Do you want the rider to buck off your bull, or do you want him to ride for as many points as possible and get a score?
You know, like I've had to kind of change. Like when I first started getting all those bulls, it was hard for me to get guys to come and get on in my house because I was known to have big, mean, hooking bulls. That's what I liked. If they didn't have any fight to them, I didn't really like them. And, you know, once I took the coaching job for the Oklahoma Wildcatters, I kind of had to change my whole game plan up because the bulls I had there weren't necessarily really good for guys to get on for practice, you know. And I heard a couple of the guys on the team, you know, getting on practice bulls, and so I had to kind of back off. I had to go get legitimate good bulls to get on, just practice bulls, and I've got a good set of bulls. They can go anywhere, but they're also still good to get on, but I still like the mean ones also. You know, it's hard for me to veer from the way I was raised. I grew up getting on a bunch of wild, mean bulls out of the swamps in Florida. They'd go buy trailer loads of them swamp bulls, and same deal, never seen anybody, and we'd get on them, and that's what I was raised doing. That's what I like. Old school.
Old school cool, that's definitely who you are. Also at Bucktown, you've got great bulls, but you do have a lot of guys who probably takes a lot of courage, but they reach out to you and ask if they can come get on some. Do you ever turn anyone away? And then the guys who do come to your place, what kind of advice and coaching do you give them? Is it pretty raw?
It is. You know, I don't beat around the bush when it comes to bull riding. It's too dangerous to kind of tiptoe around it. Like, if you're going to do it, you got to be all in. It's 110%, or you don't do it at all. And you know, it's at the moment, I don't just let anybody come and get on. I'm in the process of getting where the arena and the land with my arena, it's surveyed off. I'm going to put it in a company name, so it'll be separate from my ranch. That way I can get the correct insurance, because I'm not saying people are going to sue me, but you know, somebody I don't know shows up, breaks their leg or breaks their neck or something like that, they sue me my whole place, they try to take it off. So I'm trying to sort all that off, and you know, you show up there, you better be ready to put the work in. You know, you can ask Kyle Hamilton how I am, because I did not sugarcoat anything when it came to him when he asked if he could come up there and start getting on bulls. So pretty tough on Kai, but it worked out. He's got a gold buckle around this place now.
What's the biggest misconception of bull riding?
Oh, all the people think we're hurting them, torturing them. You know, a lot of them think you tie their testicles up in the flank, and any one of those PETA people that think that are more than welcome to come and stick their arm in the bucking chute with one of those bulls and try to tie their testicles up. I'll let them have at it because I like my arms more than that. You know, they tie their testicles up. That's why they buck. They're mad. They're not mad. They're bred to do that. That's what they like to do. Like I've got bulls there, and all bulls are like, they're just like people. You know, some are assholes, some aren't. And some people, you know, bulls like people, some don't. And I've got some that buck really good that I can stand right beside the pen with them and scratch all over them. And then they buck really good. I've got one standing there that threw cows last week. And we call him the pet because you can scratch all over. He's gentle, he's not mean. But then the opposite side of the coin is I got some back there that don't want to be around people. But they know their job and they do their job.
Yeah, they totally flip a switch. I know our first guest is here, but before we bring him on, every qualifier we go to, and then also, of course, when we're at the American at Globe Life Field, the line of fans to come say hi to you, brave enough to ask for a picture or even an autograph, I mean, it laps the building. I always say this every time someone asks me that I've never been around you or your family where you shortchange anyone. You stay there, it may be 2 a.m, but you're signing and taking pictures. What is the craziest fan request you've ever received?
Well, like, you know, I always said there's a time and a place for it, you know, in anything. And the rudest I've ever been was at the PBRs, they have the people cage above the bucking chutes where like the VIPs and they buy those tickets. They sit up there. Well, I got bucked off. And if anybody knows me, I was very not happy, you know, when I got bucked off. I was really pissed at myself, and I went up across the top, and as I'm walking across, I still have my glove taped on, and I am mad. And this guy, who may or may not have been a little intoxicated, hits me up. He said, "Hey, will you sign this?" And I stopped to sign it, and I said, "You got a Sharpie or a pen?" He said, "No, you don't have one?" I said, "Yeah, I carry one in my damn vest pocket." I said, "Get the hell away from me." And like, that's you know, like
that's rare. That's rare.
If they're respectful, I have no problem. I can't stand people that grab me. You know, if I'm walking somewhere, you know, come up and stop me, that's fine. But do not grab me. Do not put your hands on me. Like it flies all over me. But any other time, any kids ever, I'd stop. I'd take time to do anything for kids. And, you know, like, but, I mean, when we're eating dinner.
I've been there with you and your family. Or breakfast. It's not even 7 a.m. And we haven't even had our first cup of coffee.
Mid-bite.
Yeah,
Hey, take a picture? Yeah, sure, I'm not doing anything.
Well, what do you always say?
You know, Tater Porter told me a long time ago, he said, "Hey, if you want it all to go away, stop riding so good." So I learned a long time ago that's part of it. If you want to be good at something, that comes with it. And I tried to take it in stride and not let it bother me at all.
All right. Well, I think, we've got Chase Outlaw.
We got one of
your buddies.
Guest. Oh.
How you, ma'am?
How you, ma'am?
Great to see you, Chase. Thanks for coming on the Mauney Cast. You know, I'm thankful. JB asked me to come back a second time. It's my second day on the Mauney Cast, so we'll see how we do.
You must have done good the first day, then.
Well, I didn't have very many options.
Well, look, Chase, you're getting ready to ride tonight here in Tulsa. Go ahead, JB.
What bull you got?
933 Fair Trade of Frontiers. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
All of them from the past qualifiers, they're all good.
Yeah.
It's probably the best set of even bulls I've seen somewhere like that you could put 30 or 40 of them together.
Well, that's good knowing that it ain't just a drawing contest. you do your job, it's gonna pay off. And
that's what I always say. I like when bull riding are riding contests, not drawing contests.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's kind of a bad deal when it's a drawing contest, and you stay on, and then everybody else has, and you have a bull that you possibly could not win on. So that makes it good when it's a good even set of pin of bulls, and just let the riding do the talking.
That's it.
Well, you've let the riding do the talking for a long time, Chase. We've watched you in the bull riding for a very long time. What makes you set your eye on the prize for the American? Is it the $1 million?
Well, that's got a lot to do with it, but just being able to come through and qualify all the way through and do it the hard way, and then to come out on top, that's a different goal in itself. That's a different achievement. So to be able to come in from the south side of the backside and end up on top, that's the way I'd like to have it. And yeah, the chance at that $1 million, that'll always be good too. But the money will spin, the buckles will tarnish and fade. But the way inside them stadiums, the way them fans make you feel, that'll stick with you forever.
Yep, you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Hey, that's right. Absolutely. When you crawl off in there, you are. But my everyday, I ain't maybe 5'5". But I think I'm bulletproof. I don't want to test that, though.
Speaking of bulletproof, your name is literally Chase Outlaw. What's the most rebellious thing you've ever done at a bull riding event?
Now shit's getting real deep.
I think it might have been with the person sitting to the left of me.
Okay, well, let's dive in.
That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know, and y'all's imaginations can...
I may or may not have had some doings with the way he turned out, I guess. Like when he showed up, the first time I ever met really Chase Outlaw at a bull riding we were both entered at was Denver, Colorado. The PBR they have to kick the rodeo off, and if anybody knew me, my birthday's around the 1st of January every year, so it always fell around New York or Denver.
Oh, God.
And at this time, my birthday was on that day in Denver, and here he is, barely 18, going to PBRs, and I may have not have been the best advice in the condition I was in, but I was 90, though.
You were 90, 3 trays of Jaeger bombs later.
3 trays, JB.
Not just himself now.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't myself, it was all my friends.
But
how'd you feel, Chase?
Heck, I won the event. I won second at the event. Stormy won the event, and I won the year end for the Touring Pro division.
Do we need Jaeger bombs here before you ride tonight?
No, ma'am. That was it. That was in. This is now. Yeah. A little longer in the tooth, a little wiser between the ears, and
quite a few years since then.
Yes, yeah, quite a few years. That wasn't just last week, just so everybody know, at the last week's Denver Stock Show. So.
So I probably didn't give him the best, role model. To start off.
But he did. I mean, it's the last. There ain't nobody in the locker room no more. I mean, there's nobody really. I mean, there's a few. That is JB Mooney that is there being cowboy. I mean, and that's the last of a dying breed. And I'm glad I got to be in the locker room with him for when I was, and it was I ain't gonna say he's the worst influence, but he was a great.
I was a fun influence.
He was a good influence, just a bad advisor.
I was literally just gonna ask you, what's the best advice JB has ever given you?
He was a good advisor, bad influence. That's what that was it.
Because. What I tell Jagger, do as I say, not as I do.
Yep, it don't matter what happens the day of, day before. When you show up, it's words of him. When you show up, it's to ride bulls. There's only one thing, you crawl off in there, it don't matter what's happened or what's going on. When you crawl off in there, it's there to ride bulls, and that's what we're here to do. And so I've learned a lot from this man right here, and why he wears them gold buckles on his waist. So it's just been an honor, and I'm ready to make it good watching for y'all.
Well, we're anxious to watch you tonight, Chase. Best of luck to you, and I know JB will be watching over his shoulder your every move, so good luck.
Hey, thank y'all for having me on.
Kick their ass.
Yes, sir.
He's got to go get ready, huh?
Oh,
I
yeah.
could tell he was kind of getting amped just talking about it.
That music gets to bumping. I do the same thing. If you ever watch me, when the bull riding rolls around and they start loading bulls, my leg gets to beating with the music. It's something that you never get out of your system.
Well, I was about ready to ask him another question, and then I saw him start shaking his leg. I was like, well, we got to get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Time to move on. So,
Well, we got another one coming on here.
yeah, Jaco, come on
Yeah,
in.
come on in.
JB, you've got quite the lineup tonight.
Yeah,
What's
it's a
up,
good
honkies?
lineup. What's up?
Jaco Roper, thanks for coming on.
Let me get something on my chest real fast. The other day when I called you wanting to get on a bull,
No,
I was under the influence.
Okay, yep.
I take that back.
He did make a phone call, and I called him back, and he was like, I want to get on a bull. I was like, I was thinking in my head, he's got to be drunk right now.
I was.
Honesty's the best policy.
I mean, he rides bareback horses way too good to be getting on bulls.
Do you want to share your bareback riding story with Jaco?
Well, see, he's really good at bareback riding, and I was not very good at it, so I went with bull riding.
I thought I'd give all around a crack at it.
That's true. I mean, that's
Whatever. Maybe one day. Break a toe with bareback riding.
Jaco, I know you're riding. You're certainly making a name for yourself in the rodeo arena, but you also are making a name for yourself in your rodeo interviews. I failed to miss maybe your most viral interview, but what kind of makes you go next level when you're in front of the cameras? Are we going to see that tonight?
I don't plan on anything crazy I say. It just kind of comes out of the old lips. So I really need to tone it down because I'm about $17,000 in fines so far. And
yeah, but you can't put a price on having fun and winning.
yeah, you can't. $17,000.
Yeah, I guess you can. Oh.
Well, Jaco, you're a new dad. Has that changed the way you have viewed your career or being in the arena?
Yeah, I guess I'm not really riding for me no more. I'm riding for my kids, and I just feel like I don't know, I've got a better mindset, I guess. But it's hard to get sleep around the house, so the day before I go off on the trail, I sleep in another room, so I
Wow.
get shut eye.
Okay. Your wife is a saint.
She's something. Yeah, she's over there somewhere.
Okay, she's here.
Yeah.
JB and I know what that's like. I'm a mom. JB's a dad. We've had those sleepless nights. It definitely changes you.
Yeah. No more going out. A lot less casino time for me. So a lot less masturbation time. Sucks. No more sexy time for me. I got to do it by myself when I can.
You gotta watch those kids. I mean, you love them, but they're the biggest blocks you ever met.
I know. I've seen it live action.
Yeah, look at him over there, little cute little feller.
He's perfect. Your
Yeah,
wife's
you tell that
perfect.
little fella to stay away from my girls now.
Whatever happens in the future is not my fault.
Is Jagger coming on the show tonight, JB?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe he's over there doing some ABC Mouse. So.
Okay. Jaco, what, since being on the rodeo road, what's the wildest thing you've
Oh,
seen
here we go.
outside of competition?
I'm going to skip this question if that's okay.
Do you want to phone a friend?
No.
Probably more or less plead the fifth.
Yeah, I plead the fifth on that question.
JB, would you like to answer?
Well, no, I would not. You know, there's some things that I'm kind of glad I am 38 years old and there was not. Well, I mean, they did video things, but you couldn't tell who it was in the video, so.
That was really grainy.
Yep. Is this you in this video? No, that's not me. You couldn't tell, but nowadays, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Hagen, get up. Well, that's an Oklahoma Wildcatter there.
Oh, he's on your team?
Oh, yeah. That's the one and only Doodle. I gave him the nickname. You see that hair? He looks like a golden doodle. And, well, that's Jagger's older brother, actually.
Maybe if you teach me how to ride a little bit, one day I could be good enough to be on your team.
Well, hey, man. He did perfect. He pulled him over and got a reride.
Noted.
Jaco, what do you think about the American, the qualifier, and really trying to punch your ticket to get to the American where there's $1 million on the line?
I think $1 million would buy a lot of diapers. Maybe a babysitter for rent for a couple days. That'd be nice.
There you go.
But, yeah, that'd be awesome. I never made it to Arlington. I've qualified for whatever a couple times, but I've never made it there. So.
How'd you get into rodeo?
I don't know. I seen it on YouTube or something. Got on when I was looking, I swear.
Really? YouTube was around when you were little?
I'm not very old. But anyways, my grandma and grandpa, they did bulldog and barrel racing on my dad's team roper. And kind of runs in the family, but the event I chose, YouTube.
Kind of the same way I was raised. My dad's steer wrestler. No one rode bulls. No one had anything to do with rough stock, and I chose to ride bulls for a living.
Jaco, I have a set of questions here, and I'd like you to answer them the best that you can. This is Jaco Roper's Cowboy Survival Guide.
Okay.
What's the number one thing every cowboy should keep in their truck, but nobody ever thinks about?
Condoms.
Good advice.
I didn't know we were going to get so...
Can we cut a couple of these shits out? Because I've said too much I don't want to say.
rated. I feel like we've kind of escalated the show here, and we're not even like 20 minutes in.
I mean, that is good advice.
Okay. I'm not commenting.
You guys asked me to be on this show, okay? I can't control what I say. So.
Jaco, if you had to teach a city slicker one skill to survive a rodeo weekend, what would it be?
How to drink and drive.
You know, this is going so well. I'm sure for JB, you're making me a little nervous. I don't know. Is Jaco coming back on the show? Because I think if JB had anything to say, it's a yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jaco, you travel a lot. What's the most questionable place you've ever stayed at while on the road?
Jackson, Mississippi, I guess, at a hotel. You don't really want to stay anywhere around there.
Mine was in Liberty, Texas. It was horrible. They had duct tape on the window, and the lock didn't work, and I took a shower with my socks on.
You think that helped?
And then threw the socks away.
What's the best gas station meal you've ever had on the road, and what's one thing you should never eat before you ride?
Best gas station food I've ever ate? I don't know, probably pizza from Casey's or something. What you should never eat, though? Any gas station sushi. It won't set well.
Well, no gas station orange chicken either.
Oh, yeah, orange chicken, too.
What's one rodeo hack or trick that makes life on the road way easier?
If you have a couple traveling partners, try to be pretty intoxicated before you get in, because the other guy's got to drive and they don't want you to drive.
It's smart. I used to try that all the time.
Works most of the time until you got to drive.
Until you get one really lazy guy, and he's like, I don't care, you got to drive anyways.
It doesn't work. A lot of words of wisdom tonight. What's the funniest or wildest thing you've ever had to borrow at a rodeo?
I forgot my boots at another rodeo and had to ride with my traveling partner's boots. I was first and he was last, so I had to ride in his boots and go throw them to him. I'm sure there's something fun here, but that was off the top of my head.
Same size?
I was a little bit bigger. Maybe he was.
I forgot my belt one time.
What'd you do?
Bought suspenders. And I rocked them for like 2 weeks because we were not going home for a while.
Did you borrow them from a bullfighter, or you went and actually
No,
bought
I
them?
bought them. They were sweet. They were leather. They kind of look like Gary Tool.
Jaco, what's the ultimate cowboy test? Something that instantly proves whether someone is the real deal or just playing cowboy.
I'd say either probably getting on an eliminator or something when you're not really sure how somebody rides and they run an eliminator in for them. It's usually the ultimate test.
Do you do that at Bucktown?
Oh, yeah. You can tell a lot by the way people dress, the way they act, the way they carry themselves, whether they've been there or not.
Jaco, what's the best ride you've had in your career so far, or what you're most proud of?
Agent Links in Puyallup. I was 91 and a half.
Same interview.
Yep, that was the same thing.
I knew it.
Did you watch that interview live, or you just saw it go viral, JB?
I can't remember. I don't remember.
I remember I had about 3,000 text messages. They weren't good job or none of that. They're like, wet dreams, huh? Yeah.
It was awesome. I was laughing my ass off.
I would have been left totally speechless.
The PRCA was actually trying to get me banned for life after that. Can you believe that? I didn't even mean to say it. I just kind of slipped on out of there.
Rodeos these days, they don't like fun havers.
Jaco, where are you headed after this, or what are some big rodeos you're looking forward to?
I'm headed to San Antonio on Monday and then hopefully make the finals there. But if I don't, I'm going to go to Tucson, and I got a bunch of crap lined up.
Ultimate goal of 2025?
World champ.
Same as every year.
Mm-hmm.
Any advice for him, JB, from a world champ?
Stay on, it pays better.
Sound advice.
All right, Jaco. Well, we want to thank you for coming on the Mauney Cast. It was a lot of fun, and congratulations on being a new dad.
Thanks. I ain't going to get fined on here, am I?
No, this is the Mauney Cast. We don't
Okay.
find.
Good.
It's pretty free reign on here. I mean, I'm the host, sort of.
All right.
She's the one with all the notes.
I do. I carry a lot of notes with me, Jaco.
My name's on it, though, so we're not
All
finding
right,
anyone.
well, protect me, please.
Gotcha.
Thanks. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, Jaco. See ya.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. I didn't expect a lot of that, huh?
I'm telling you, never know what to expect.
The Mauney Cast just brings all kinds of kinds.
Well, you know,
You approved that.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
I got his first name right.
Hey, sometimes people don't like to hear the truth.
I promise you, Court Shear, who's coming on, is
He's a little more reserved than Jaco,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
sorta.
Court. We just heard a lot from Jaco. I don't know if you can.
You can only
talk.
imagine.
Did he wear this thing out?
Not really, but what he did say was,
It was memorable.
Educational.
it was yes, very,
Okay.
very
Educational.
educational.
Good. Yeah.
And
What
straight
a
to the
word.
point.
Yeah. Man, a few words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but funny.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And dry. You never
Yeah.
know what was about ready to come out of his mouth.
No, I don't. I've never spent a lot of time with him, but I think you got more out of him than I ever have. So you did good.
Well,
Yeah.
you know. Oh, go ahead.
I was hoping he was over there getting loosened up. You know.
Yeah. He's gonna spend a lot more time over there than that.
Yeah, if he gets over there, he'll talk a little more.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
No, he said his wife is here. Maybe the new babies are here. He's trying to
He seems a little stressed.
be
Well,
on
it's
straight
Valentine's
and
Day, so
He needs a babysitter, he said.
yeah. Everybody does.
We know that.
Yeah.
Court, you're obviously here at the qualifier. You know what it's like to be under the bright lights at the American. You shared the win back in 2018. You won about $433,000. Sure, it's like a lifetime
it.
ago,
That
but
was all right. Yeah. That's about maybe 8% of your career, pretty close. Huh?
I never won that much at one time. Like, nobody ever gave me a check for $433,000.
Yeah. Well,
When
I got lucky once.
When I won it, I walked in there to get my $100,000 check, and I'm all bowed up. Oh, hell yeah, won the first one, and Richie's check's laying right beside it for $1 million. I was like,
Yeah. Better luck next year, bud.
Yeah. Bullshit.
What'd you spend your money on?
Oh, I used to have a bunch of cows, and so I bought some bulls and put some in a SEP. Paid off a little bit on the house. Yeah, it don't go as far as the guy thinks it does. It goes pretty fast.
Buy anything unrealistic?
Not
Something
really.
fun?
No, I'm pretty boring. I guess I didn't grow up with a whole lot, and so whenever I had some, I kind of wanted to dang sure stow it away. Just because, I mean, growing up rodeoing, you know, about every one of your aisles turns into a bum. I mean, they ain't got nothing, you know, in the end kind of deal, and that rodeo deal, I mean, it don't last forever. I mean, living proof that your body don't. Your Father Time's undefeated. Look at this guy. And so, I mean, I was very blessed with how I was raised to, like, kind of take care of all that. And when I was younger, Mom and Dad kind of handled all my finances. I mean, I had my butt chewed a bunch. Like, man, you're spending a lot of money. And I think a lot of times it probably wasn't a good thing, but learned from it. And I was pretty blessed growing up.
JB, did you buy anything unrealistic ever with your winnings?
Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff.
Would you care to share?
Lots of beer, dune buggy, dirt bikes, boat.
Yeah. There's more than that. The list goes on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a very long list. That's what everybody asks what I did. They always say $7 million bull rider, and I said, well, I'm pretty sure they forgot to pay me because my bank account it does not look like that. Somebody said, well, what'd you do with all that money? I said, well, spent half of it on partying and having a good time. Well, what'd you do with the other half? I just blew it.
Yeah, for sure.
Court, are you 38?
Yeah.
JB's 30. Wait, you're 38, right? Are you still rodeoing full time, or what do you see?
Yeah, whenever it lets me, kind of deal. Like I'm about like JB. I've been beat up quite a bit. Last year, both my knees are jacked. My shoulder's still jacked. But man, I love it. And my freaking wife, you know, she keeps me going, kind of deal. You know, you're only young and dumb once, so I kind of keep doing it while I can. And I still think I can do it, and so I'm just gonna keep going.
Well, I will tell you, I haven't been on a bull since September of 2023.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
you
feel
look
like,
great.
I feel like I could just. Somebody said, "How you feel? How's your neck?" I was like, "Man, I feel better than I have in 20 years."
Ooh, you should do it.
But yeah, I would, but the dismount would screw me.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen a couple guys come back after retiring, and I'll never do it. When I retire, I'm done.
Well, that's. I mean, when the surgeon told me that if I landed on my head again, I would snap my neck above or below where they fixed, and I said, all right, I'm listening. He said, below, you're in a wheelchair. Above, you're dead. I was like, thanks for those odds.
Well, and you only got on like probably 10 after that, so other than that, you're good. So, yeah.
Yeah, she would have killed me if I would have got on anymore.
Yeah, I guarantee it. Yeah.
And you don't want to deal with the wrath of Samantha. You
No,
just don't.
I don't think so. I've never had to, and I'm pretty smart about staying out of that.
Everyone thinks I'm mean and an asshole. They have no idea.
You met your match
Yeah, it's.
on Valentine's Day, and she's here with Jagger. Court, have you ever heard the story the night that JB broke his neck? He got out of the arena, he walked out, and the medics found him at the picnic table. He was smoking a cigarette.
Well, I feel like I've heard that story. Maybe it was neck, maybe it was back. It didn't really matter. I mean, JB always had the same mindset the whole time. Like, you couldn't kill the guy. I mean, they tried a million times. They couldn't kill him. And like I said, I never was a bull riding fan, or not a bull rider, I should say. Didn't really ever want to get on a bull. I'm like, screw that. I didn't want no part of it. But what I really liked about JB, and not really even to talk him up or whatever, because he had big enough already, but JB was one of those guys that, like, you know, he wanted the worst one. Like, he didn't rodeo just to make money. Like, he rodeoed to leave it all in the arena, and I had a lot of respect for that. Like, 'cause I don't watch bull riding, but whenever JB rode, I watched, because you knew he was gonna try to do something stupid, and I loved it. Not to talk you up, sorry. Dang gum, that hat's good.
Oh, you're good. I can still hear out of this one. I was always taught you either ride and win or you sell tickets. And
There you go.
So I either stayed on and rode good, or I got wrecked out and I sold tickets.
Exactly. And I mean, I think it goes back to, like, my idol was always Billy Etbauer. I mean, Billy Etbauer could get on Queenie and fall off. I mean, that's a 20-point hopper just because he's trying to be 97 points. And you can't be 97 points on that horse, but he would try. And then he'd get on Eliminator and just overhaul it, like, the next round. Like, I thought that was Cody Wright was the same way. Like, guys that just rode on the edge the whole time, didn't ride for an average, never heard of an average. I mean, Pansies ride for an average. And I just thought that's what kind of Cowboys are built on.
If you win every round, the average takes care of itself.
There you go. I love it. It always annoyed me when people, like, at the finals, you know, you'd be sitting there like, man, you're sitting like third, fourth in the average. You'd be like, dude, who cares? Like, I got one right now. Like, I remember one year at the finals, I think I got 4 re-rides in the E-pin. And I won't say a name, but he was telling me I was stupid for taking every one of them because I was setting third in the average. It was like the 8th round. And they're like, man, this guy's an idiot. Like, he's setting third in the average. You know, that's guaranteed money. And it's like, dude, what kind of a pansy would ride for third in the average when you're trying to win the world? Like,
I did that a few times.
Exactly.
JB, if you just keep your score, you're going to win second. I was like, I came to win first. Load me another one.
Exactly. That's Cowboy. That's awesome.
I finally got bucked off the last one I got on. I ended up winning like 6th.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I didn't win the
tried
world.
to win first, though.
And this doesn't have like a storybook ending. No, trust me.
Who's the toughest guy you've ever competed against, or best animal athlete you've ever seen in a pen?
Ooh.
Or both.
Like, I mean, you're talking about like toughest to take a beating, or like
Fiercest competitor you've gone head to head with?
Man, that's tough. I don't really know. Man, we rodeoed, like, we didn't really ever see it as competing head to head. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys, like, I remember, like, Sam Spreadbro, that guy was always beat the heck, and he would always get on. Like, it didn't matter if he had a broken arm, broken leg, whatever. He wouldn't whine about it, he'd just get on.
There's another one, too.
Yeah.
Jesse Bale.
Jesse Bale. Like, that guy, I guarantee you couldn't stomp his head in. That guy's the toughest guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, if they did, they would probably cripple afterwards.
I guarantee it, yeah. But, I mean, like I said, I think the list goes on and on and on. It's hard for me to pick out somebody. I mean, JB, tough. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are tough. There's guys that are pansies, too. But, I mean, a lot of guys can take a beating. If you're going to be in the rodeo industry, and if you're going to ride any rough stock, I don't really care who you are. I mean, there's some kind of guys that are pansies, but, man, you still get on a fire-breathing dragon. You're pretty tough. You don't work at a computer, no offense. But, I mean, you got to be tough. You got to be mentally tough. You can't be scared. Just go out and have fun. Live on the edge. Every one of them can kill you. Who cares?
I've said it a million times. It's not a candy-ass sport.
Touche, my friend. Yes.
What's a bucking horse you'll remember forever?
Oh, I've got kind of a list of them, really. You know, I was always pretty partial to the Lunatic Party of Outlaw Buckers. I love that horse. I mean, she felt so good. I think I was 91 on her in Calgary one time. Spring Planning, Flying Fives, won Calgary on that one. Medicine Woman of Frontiers. It's hard to pick out one. Like, when you get to that pin, like, there's just, it goes on and on and on, you know. It's just great horses.
We get a cigarette break or anything, Dan? I mean, geez. I can't hear you. Can't hear you, Dan. You're pushing her on. You're pushing her on button, Dan.
So, Court, on the Mauney Cast, we take smoke breaks.
Okay.
It's really just
You can.
it's just for JB.
I won't be able to talk.
You can come with me.
Yeah.
It's just for JB, but
All
I
the
may
cool
have
kids do it.
Yeah, not on Valentine's Day. I told my wife I wouldn't.
I may have a little line, but yeah, JB, it's when it's his show, he just gets a smoke break whenever he wants.
You don't want to go burn one with me?
No, JB, I don't want a cigarette. But
You'll
thank
be
you.
way more relaxed. You won't be near as nervous. You won't need those notes.
I'm not nervous, but I love my notes.
You are nervous because you have no idea what I'm going to say.
You're right. And you know what? The guests before Court really almost tipped me over there.
Yeah.
Really did.
Yeah. I love it. I've been working with Katie, and you talk about
Uptight.
notes.
Yeah.
Not uptight.
Yeah.
It's funny because I can just poke at her the whole entire meetings we have for production and things, and I just throw little digs, and then finally she blows up. She's like, "Fuck you, JB."
I would never say the F word.
And
Well, at
I
least
like
we
it
gotta have
because she is
somebody keep us
so
in line.
because she is so proper and very well mannered. But then I get it out of her every
Yeah.
once in a while, and I'm like, my day is made. My day is made.
Give you a microphone and see what happens.
Yeah.
I've never said that.
Never.
Oh, JB, I didn't sign up for this court.
Well-
I just want to, let's go ahead and just get that out.
Right.
since
She
we're-
got volunteered.
Yeah.
Oh no, voluntold by you.
Voluntold.
This
Yeah.
is my second time. And I really thought the first time that I did such a poor job. I really did, because I am a control freak to the nth degree. And I need everything just perfect. And this is JB's show.
I think you're on the wrong podcast for that. I'm pretty sure.
I loved it because she was like, oh my gosh. Well, then she dropped the notes right in the middle of the podcast, and you should have seen the look on her face. I was like, oh man, she's about to lose it.
Ooh, fish out of water.
I thought I did such a poor job I wouldn't be invited back. And then I asked him, I said, JB, at the end of the last show, I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, just go ahead and score me. 10 being the best, 1 obviously being the worst. I thought it was going to be like a 2, and I was out of there. I mean, in the wind. He said, probably an 8.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good. Room for improvement.
It works out.
Yeah, room
Because
for improvement.
I've never took notes on anything.
Well, exactly.
And JB, he just doesn't really take a hold of the show that I would probably like. Like, I'd love a really great open to the
Really?
Mauney Cast.
Come on.
It's like a great open.
Man, I've been doing it the same way since we started this. Every time we look up, it'll be live, and I'm like, oh, we're live.
Oh,
Here we go.
okay.
and court and TV, we don't act like that. Oh, God, my notes.
Whoa. See? Nope, notes are fumbling around.
Anyway, just doing my best, court.
Well, I think you're doing great. You're doing great.
Doing my
If you can
best.
keep him in line, you're doing pretty good.
What?
So if you can keep him in line, you're doing pretty good.
No, Samantha is here for that. That's why she's right here,
She don't
literally.
get very far away, does she?
Yeah, she's
Samantha's
like a,
right
it's like
here.
a kind of like a security guard, but
Yeah.
but different.
But tougher.
Way
More like
tougher.
Bites harder.
More like a warden.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll stay out of that deal. Yeah, I don't mess with the women,
Not saying I'm in prison. She just controls like a warden.
which is good.
Hey, yeah, it's real
Yeah,
good because I was known to.
You need a lot of that in your life, JB.
What are you trying to say, Katie?
I don't know. All I'm saying is respect your elders. And last time I checked, I'm older than you.
Ooh,
Whatever.
numbers game.
Whatever.
You asked me how old I was. How old are you?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Come on now. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
No, Court, I'm stopping this right
No.
now. You're a
Oh,
guest.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm the co-host.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
I
can't-
asked
you
the
can't
questions.
jive.
Well, how
Okay.
many?
I asked the question.
Gotcha.
Well, how many years were you Princess of Winnebago?
We're not going there. We're not giving Dale any love on this show. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Princess Winnebago.
No, I wasn't.
Dude, that's I'm a princess. That's
Court.
I'm surprised she's not wearing the buckle. She has the Salinas buckle on, but I figured
that's
it'd be
cool.
the Winnebago buckle.
So, getting back on track, I'd love to just kind of get the show back on the rodeo road.
We're finally
How
going to
about
ride a
this?
bull.
How many was he, JB?
Oh, I bet he's 86.
Lower.
Really? No way. Have you listened to what the judges have been scoring?
Yeah, zeros.
I say it's bull riding. Ha!
Okay,
Close, though.
close. That was
Maybe
close.
I could be a judge someday.
Maybe. See, I was never a very good judge.
Yeah.
I judged a few
I mean,
bull
I guarantee I
ridings.
wouldn't be good at it.
I judged a few bull ridings, and guys were like, hey, man, that bull hipped himself. I need a reroute. I'm like, whatever. You should have stayed on. Get away from me.
Sounds like the mark-out rule at the panhandle practice. The horse just broke my leg. Well, you should have held your feet.
Sounds like JB advice.
Don't whine about it.
Yeah.
That's a sweet get off, though.
That was. Unfortunately, the whistle hadn't blown.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you forgot that part. I got on 8 barebacks, and I think the best thing I could do was get off them. I was really good at getting off.
Everybody thinks I was really fast in the buck and shoot on bulls. You should have seen me on bareback horses. I was terrified of a bucking horse. Well, they're
In
not
a bareback riding, why wouldn't you be terrified?
Well, they're not like bulls. Like bulls, you can tell when they're getting ready to freak out in the buck and shoot. You know, they start moving around. Them horses are just,
Oh, yeah.
and then wham. And all
They're
them
good
guys,
ones, yeah.
you know how all them rodeo guys, their producers, are like, all right, coming to you next, get ready. I was like, I'll be ready when y'all get here. And they'd get mad at me and tell me to get in there. And I'm like, look, I will be ready.
Yeah.
And I would wait till the gate men were coming over, and I'd slip in there, crack them buns. And, that's pretty good, right? Oh, that's Lacey.
We go to the lead by a big margin, 86 and a half.
He was 86.
He was 86, yeah.
I just scored the wrong ride.
Yeah.
JB, are you about ready for a quick smoke break?
I am ready.
Would you like to lead us to that, or would you like me to do that?
Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. 2-3 minutes after this smoke.
Well, no, don't go so fast. I'd like to drink some wine in between then.
Never mind. She's got to drink wine. Court, thanks for coming on.
Anytime, my friend.
I'm going to smoke.
Great to see you.
Against the wall. Maybe I'm reckless, maybe I play the fool. Come hell or high water, baby, I think I want you. Someday you'll come running, somehow you'll see I'll be longing, I'm free.
Get ready for the richest weekend in rodeo. The American Rodeo returns to Arlington, Texas, April 11th and 12th, 2025. With performances by country music artists Riley Green and Bailey Zimmerman. See the biggest names in rodeo go head-to-head versus rising stars, all for a shot at a life-changing $1 million. Get your tickets now at AmericanRodeo.com and join us April 11th and 12th at Globe Life Field. The American Rodeo, where legends are made.
If you haven't downloaded the Cowboy Channel Plus app yet, now is the best time. Cowboy Channel Plus is your gateway into the best of Western sports and all up-to-date industry news. Check out our new free live rodeo of the day. We'll be streaming select live rodeo performances absolutely free. Find us in all major app stores or go to cowboychannelplus.com and start your journey into the world of Western sports.
Cannon Cravens. Yeah, that's 2 a.m. Eastern, so if you're in Vegas, it's only 11. Cannon gets another shot on bog water.
It's still not quite where you wanted it to be.
Hey.
What's up, Sos?
I think I'm going to crawl out of here for a minute. It's getting kind of hot in here.
Come on out.
Where's my bottle of water? Hang on a minute. I got a little tight in my hamstring. I could. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Oh, man. Thank you.
You okay?
You guys take it right there. I'm going to leave it there.
Oh, wait a minute.
I left the keys in it.
You left the keys in it?
Yeah. You guys right there. Where's that bottle of water? Maybe, if you're following along at home, people understand that athletes need to hydrate. Yeah.
Athletes
like myself.
You consider yourself an athlete.
Can you catch this bottle of water?
It's right there. Rick Salee gave it to me a while
Okay,
ago.
hold on. You just walked by a pro rodeo pickup man, an NFR qualifier, and a world champion, and you want to call yourself an athlete?
Yes, sir, I do. I can do things that the pickup man can't do. That's athletical. Hey, Jake.
Athletical.
Hang on a minute. I'm out of my barrel. I got to get to the top.
All right, here we go, Cannon.
Dude. I'm out of my barrel. Y'all get him before he gets this far.
Right on the old noggin.
Is he behind me? Is he getting close? Is he gaining speed?
I think they're pushing him that direction, Sos.
He was close, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Is it safe to come down? Nope, going back up. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, he's getting closer. I'm trying to go back down again. Okay.
Well, we have one roped, boys. All right, Riley Shippey. Valhalla of Frontier Rodeo Company. Inside the resist stall, we live it every day, buck and shoot. South Dakota man. Another one in the books. I don't know if the score is going to be big, but it's going to be a score, and that's all that matters, Andy.
That bull bucks like a pot-bellied pig. I mean, just bounces up and down like a fresh set of bacon. 77 3/4. What? You know how much flack I'm getting up here for that pot-bellied pig reference?
Yes, I have an in-ear monitor.
He actually does know exactly how much.
Sorry you had to hear that, buddy.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. All right, guys, I got you back. 42, 42, 43. End around, end around.
Oh, you're the quarterback of
Can't you tell I'm calling the play? All right, lineman, you did good.
Boot Barn Buck and Shoot for the Caldwell, Idaho Cowboy, who walked away in 2020 with a gold buckle that said Bull Riding World Champion.
Cody, you sneaking up behind the pickup man, it looks like you're getting ready to do the brotherly shove.
Worked for the Eagles.
I could just run and jump off.
Come on, Brady. Oh, and Brady falls short of the 8-second whistle.
Cody, do you like football? Do you consider yourself a football fan?
I do. I like to watch foosball.
If you were on a football team, what position would you play?
Oh, dude, running back, just like high school. Running back. Yeah.
Guys, I'm right there with you.
How do you do this?
There's no way.
It's the Heimlich.
You are insulting Saquon Barkley by even referencing it. Jake Gardner.
And Bruin Bradshaw, the Cowboy, with an opportunity that is not going to capitalize. 7.46 seconds, might as well be 0 in the game of bull riding. It is a no score for Bruin. No score for Bruin Bradshaw.
Yeah, my apologies for calling out the wrong name because that guy's named after a bear, for crying out loud. No, he's not named after the hockey team. He's named after a bear. Here's Jake the Snake Gardner.
I'm fixing his hair. We're back.
Hey, Jagger. Jagger, what did you say that how did I need to address you tonight in your outfit here? Was it Sergeant Mooney? Is that what you'd prefer?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Say
Sergeant
yes,
Mooney.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What made you want to wear this today?
Oh, well, I got it the other morning. No, when we were flying in tomorrow night, I put it on. And
We've been watching a lot of westerns, huh?
yes, we have.
Cavalry westerns, and
Yes.
of course, you know, him and his mother love Amazon, so
And here's my boots.
yeah,
Right.
nice boots.
But you do watch a lot of westerns, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. And this cowboy hat had the thing where you have usually have on your hat. And
Hey.
so, on your hat, on your real cowboy hat, they put two things sticking this way. But in the cap, they have two guns sticking cross together.
I see that. Yeah.
All right, what's coming from Amazon that Daddy got you this week?
I'm gonna get a sword from Amazon.
Wow.
Gotta complete the outfit.
Okay. Yeah, you have to be authentic.
Yep. But I did have my gun.
Jagger, I know that you've been traveling a lot with your mom and dad. You've been on a lot of airplanes, going to a lot of bull ridings and rodeos.
Well, we drove here.
Oh, you drove. How was that?
Good.
You slept. Did you sleep the whole way?
The whole way.
I think that was by design by mom and dad.
Nope, mine.
Oh, it was your idea? I forgot you do run the house. When you are at home, Jagger, what are you doing during the day?
Playing and working.
And you've been doing your schoolwork pretty good, huh? I got you.
Yes.
Been doing your schoolwork?
Yes, I have.
bucket shoot for Case
You like going to school?
Oklahoma.
Chase.
Ninth trip, the bucket horse.
Did you see Chase Outlaw up here earlier talking to your dad?
Yes.
Are you excited to watch him ride?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Case.
Case hit.
Case hit.
Tell him keep riding.
Keep riding. Keep riding. Keep.
Oh, he made it.
Oh.
Tell him get up.
Get up.
He's 1 year old and the clock says 8.
What'd you think about his ride, Jagger?
Good.
Let's watch it back.
That's an
Wait.
Oklahoma Wildcatter.
That's the Oklahoma Wildcatter.
We want you back on the replay. It was a nice round by the Oklahoma Cowboy. We'll go to number 4.
Right there.
82 points for Case.
He was an 80. He was an 82, Jagger. Do you agree with the score?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree? Okay, good. Hey, you know, I've seen some video of you at Bucktown. You've been fighting some bulls, but you've also been riding some bulls.
And we're not so good on the fight at both field trails.
Wow.
Ran over.
You were.
Better than a pancake, I was low. I was doing this when Bodacious came. No, Bodacious!
Don't scream.
Bodacious.
Mama can't hear us right now.
Bodacious.
Yeah. Smoked you.
Smoke my. I was doing like this, and when I went this way, he cut me off. I got back in the middle and froze. And I said, ah! Right in the chest. But I was hugging him. But it hurted me. What about it?
But did you bounce back? Did it hurt?
Yeah, my dad picked me up. But it did. And then after that,
You
I
fought
got
it?
stung in the belly button by a dang bee.
Yep, you did. You did fight him after that too, though. You went. You both fought him some more.
No.
Yeah, remember I
When
helped
I
you.
got ran over.
Yeah, after.
And then I got back in fighting. And after that, I got stung in the bee.
Yeah, on your belly button. That was a rough day, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that wasn't my best day.
Hey, you tell Katie what bull did I go pick up? We brought back to the house.
But Tudorowski. But that's so good. It's his hip.
He's retired now, huh?
Yep. His hip is popped out.
Wow. He's had a great ride, huh?
Great buck off.
Great bucker.
And mean hooks.
Mean hooks, yeah.
So you got another bull that you have your eyes set on, who's going to replace Tudorowski for you?
I think he's gonna be out with the pasture. Not breeding cows.
No, he's with Baxter and Arctic right now.
Baxter and Arctic.
They won't be so interested in walking out in that pasture anymore, I promise.
Hey, Jagger, if you have to name a new bull, do you got any good names that you're thinking about?
Yeah, and I named him Tudorowski. It goes.
Hey, what's your calves' names?
Bodacious is the first one. And Smoke Wagon's the second one. He's a dang slow, lazy one.
Slow, lazy.
I don't like him because he's so slow and I'm easy to ride him now.
You got super cool.
Super cool. He's the one who tried to bug me off.
Yep. Urkel.
He was holding on me. I was doing like this. When I was riding him, I was going over the front of him. Even Bodacious. You know what Bodacious tried to do? Tried to kick my dang down the door. And face. Almost.
So you got Bodacious, Smoke Wagon, Super Cool.
And Miss Kitty.
Yep. And then you got Outlaw Willie.
Outlaw Willie's the one who's the
Oh, and Urkel.
Urkel. wolf.
Yep.
Hey, Jagger, we've got a video we want to play for you here, and maybe you can tell me who's in this video.
Me.
I know, but check it out. Who are you going to here? Let me see.
Who's up?
Savannah.
You like Savano?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Savannah.
How are you, my friend?
Good. I'm the army right now.
It's right there, Silvano, in your chair. Yeah, there you go.
There's your buddy, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to. Hey. Yeah, sucker.
Got you a sucker?
Yes. And you know what I did out in the back? I saw someone. We thought it was a cow. What was it?
No, you said he was a Kiowa?
Cow. I shot him all in the back. Even in the.
Lane McGee was walking his bag on our smoke break.
Yeah.
Jagger said, hide. We got an Indian coming. So he hid, and then he shot him. And Lane, being Lane, he played with him, fell down like he would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jagger, is Silvano one of your best friends?
Yeah.
I see you for a couple days.
You know, some of the Brazilians in the locker room, I will go in there and they'll get down and make buck.
Oh, yeah?
Well, one time I had no shirt on in their locker room, and I run right off in the door.
Okay.
Whoa. At the
I don't know.
at the team events, he does not strictly stay in one locker room. He mingles.
Yeah.
He's in every locker room by the end of the
He
night.
got a pet for all the team together.
Yeah, even the Missouri Thunder. But I do not stay in any locker room wrong. Well, I had to wear the buck off. I had to wear the buck off bucket.
Yeah, the buck off bucket. Yeah, where it?
Well, not so good on the.
Silvano, I know you're not riding anymore, but you are able to stay on the bull riding trail as an assistant coach for PBR teams. How special is that, and to work alongside JB?
Oh yeah, and very special for me. Another opportunity for doing my job and my experience to ride bulls, and I want just pass for future guys and try to help out teams for go win.
Yeah, see, Nashville, they about messed up.
Yeah.
They about took too long because I was trying to get him hired with me, and they got him.
Yeah.
What team are you with?
Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Okay.
They about messed up. They almost waited too long because I'd already caught him.
Hey, you know, we had to get one Brazilian who's on the Austin Gambles now. Know what his name is? Kaiki Pacheco. At first we got him, and then we traded him to the Austin Gambles.
Court and Austin.
No, Clay.
No, not for Clay. It was for Court and Austin.
Court and Austin.
2 for 1.
Yeah,
You got a 2 for 1.
Yeah, he's all about the team deals now.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, here's Chase.
Hey, who this guy right there?
Chase Outlaw, who used to be who's on the Nashville.
Oh yeah. What do you think? He ride it or not?
Yeah.
You gonna cheer for him?
JB,
Watch how we go.
Chase said he didn't really know this bull, right?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
And he's a good one.
Go, get over, get over, get over, get over, get over.
Oh,
shit. That must have hurt it. That must have hurt it.
That was
closing.
That's pretty quick reversal.
Yeah.
score for the CEO of the Outlaw Nation. But
Oh, jerking
grab
that.
the red flag. I think I made the
Hey, Jagger, you know something?
Oh, look, he threw the challenge flag.
We will take a look at it with our replay official.
Might as well.
We'll time it once again. As we're going
You know something, Jagger? You know how they say I'm the $7 million bull rider? I'd have been a $10 million bull rider if it wasn't for Savano.
Well, I'm gonna beat everyone. But I'm so.
Yep.
Hey, at first, when I got those new calves I got, bodacious, right off the front of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened you did wrong?
The second time I did really good. And the second time I did really good at boats. But not too good on the bullfighting bodacious.
As the music
He got
begins
super
to
slow.
build.
I'll go that way, and he cut me off. I got back in the middle, and you know what I did? Froze, and I said, and he came.
It's bullfighting.
He came.
He got mowed down.
He goes.
Oh yeah, right there here.
Yep, that's what he did.
Oh.
Boom, right over me.
But you know, with your helmet, with cowboy hat.
No, I had a hat who was gray, and I had no vest on, and I had rainfall shirt on.
You'll be a cowboy.
I told him that maybe next time he wanted to do his bullfighting, he might want to wear his vest.
Yeah.
He did.
Yes, wrongly. I don't want that to happen again.
Should have seen the first day I brought them calves home because, you know, I had him them jerseys.
Yeah.
They lope around, and I was like, all right, it's time to step him up. So I got some beef cross calves. And I didn't know they were going to buck as hard as they did. Like, you know, no flank. I put him on there, and I was telling them, well, a couple of them about kicked me in the face. They were kicking so hard. And, I mean, they were whipping him around like a rag doll. Like 5 of them flat-backed him. Just. And.
What?
Oh, he got a score. He got a score.
Hey, good.
Yep.
Like Chase.
Yeah, those calves were whipping him over like Chase. I mean, slamming him. And he got up, looked at me. I said, "No more jerseys, buddy. Playtime's over with." I said, "You better start staying on."
You better go back to the jersey.
But I helped you the last time, huh?
Yes, but
I run beside you and kind of help you keep you where you need to be.
and then after they get to keep bodacious, so we can go and breed the cat go and breed.
I'm pretty sure I could have still rode that one.
You probably could have. Yeah, you probably could have dismounted too.
And I may have been able to get off of him without breaking my neck.
JB, if you're not careful, we're going to rename this the Jagger Cast.
Oh, yeah, he's way more famous than I am.
Yeah, you are.
One time, Dale, while we were going to, they two, my mom and my dad was going to a concert.
Oh, and you stayed with Dale?
Yes, but
He fell asleep.
at first, I fell asleep when he fell asleep. Then I woke up and watched. Well,
Yeah.
I'm a little party animal. I'm an here, but I'm actually not.
Dale was our sitter, and when we came back into the room, Dale was asleep and Jagger was awake watching TV.
You know, since both of you are here, Silvano, I'm going to put you on the spot. Thinking back when you were obviously competing against and alongside JB, if you could describe his riding style in one word, what would it be?
Rank bull ride.
That goes both ways, though.
I was going to say, and you with Selvana? With Selvana, what would you say?
The same.
Right.
You know, that was what made it so good was I knew he wasn't going to buck off, so I knew I had to step my game up, and that's why I made it such a good rival, because we both stayed on. You know, bull riding's lost a lot, I think, since then. Like, guys don't really put the same pride and the amount of effort into it as we did. Like, I knew when I crawled off in the bucking chute, I was going to have to be over 90 to have any chance of coming close to him. So it made me ride better.
You feel the same,
If you're the
Selvana?
same, one would put you together, you know, each other. Because I saw he ride and you ride my bull too, you know. And outside, really good friend, and over there, just friend too, just a competition on the bull, you know. 1-to-1, I think, and for me, he pushed myself. I think same thing for him, you know.
Iron sharpens iron.
Oh yeah, they tried to get me to talk bad about him. You know, sometimes he wouldn't take re-rides, things like that, and they would always try to get me to talk bad about it. I said, look, it's an individual sport, each to his own. Like, I'm not like I don't care what he does. He stays on, so that makes me stay on. So I got to stay on.
I seen that too.
Yeah.
What else do you think, Jagger?
He's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I thought so too. He wasn't near as cool though when he was kicking my ass all the time.
It's happened.
Sometimes you're just not good enough.
Hey, Jagger. Jagger, who's the better bull rider, Selvano or your dad?
Both.
Good answer.
Job, good answer.
Yeah, good answer. You're smart, bud. That's a really good answer. Oh.
Oh, man.
Pretty sure he got fouled, but I'm not going to say. Yep, there it is.
Fouled.
Reride.
Reride.
Out as you see it there on the big screen. Here's why. Right there. Horn got stuck. That bull came out and did not give the cowboy the fair opportunity. Fouled the gate.
Wow.
Bull tried to buck, though.
Hey, Jagger.
No.
Jagger, I know you've said you've wanted to be an all-around cowboy. Do you still want that, or do you want to focus on bull riding? What's your focus right now? All around.
Yep, but when they get too hard, change up.
Say it again.
Change to the bull ride, not the saddle bronc.
Okay, bull riding and saddle bronc riding?
Yeah, all the everything.
Okay.
Hey, did you tell Katie you ran some barrels the other day?
Yep, I ran some barrels on my pony, Lightning McQueen.
Yep.
Remember him?
Am I
Yeah. He did run some barrels.
And one time, at first, I hit the barrel.
Really? Yep.
And the second time, I didn't.
Cody's the only man I
The
know
first
that
barrel.
gets his barrel via Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
Don't worry, because he put an Apple AirTag in it, so he would make sure it
Hey, Dan, can you zoom in on this? Yeah.
Can we zoom in? Maybe.
Maybe.
We got. What do you got over there?
Oh, the barrel run.
Oh my God! Is that a Lightning McQueen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, he looks great, Jagger.
Do it.
Maybe.
Yep. Look at that. Chasing cans. So he
Jagger's
did.
an all-around hand. There he
Yep.
is.
Look at him. That's the barrel racing right there.
Well, I think that's cool.
Hey, Jagger, you know who I think's next up in the bull riding? I think it's a buddy of yours.
83 and a quarter.
Well, Mason just got 83 and a quarter. He did pretty good, huh?
That's me.
It's you?
I'm Lightning McQueen.
Qualified rides.
Hey, JB, here's your buddy.
Oh. Who's that? There we go.
Let's watch him with Jagger.
Tell him quit jacking around in the buck and shoot.
Quit jacking around in the buck and shoot.
He's already crossed the $1 million mark. But this Aussie is just beginning what could be a Hall of Fame career. Kai Hamilton. His traveling partner just a little bit ago.
Sitting in the shoe.
World champions running it back. Dixon did his job. It's Kai's
Sit up.
turn.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Get out of there.
Good ride.
Jagger, what'd you think? Jagger, what'd you think?
Friends, watch this. Sitting up tall, right in the middle. We are tied on top, 86 and a half.
Right to the top of the leaderboard.
Good bull ride.
Silvano, what do you think about the world champ and Kai Hamilton?
Yeah, he's a great bull rider. He's really young kid from Australia, you know, he's a nice guy. And he do what he need to do, you know, follow the bull all the time, stay on, try hard out that he can, wait to the whistle.
JB, what'd you think?
Good bull ride. It took too long in the shoot, but other than that, it was okay.
Well, the Brazilian will be pops out a little bit every time.
Hey, Jagger, you want to go have some of your lollipop? Silvano, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
It's not a lollipop. It's
Oh, your sucker?
Your
a
sucker.
sucker.
That's
Okay.
Right, yeah, that's right. Your sucker.
Thanks, buddy.
Silvano, thank you. I had no idea you and Silvano, of course, you know, they always try to make you all, you know, compete against one another and have that storyline. I didn't know you were all such good friends. Has it
yeah.
always been that way?
Yeah, I got along with all the Brazilian guys. You know, TV tried to make it like it was, you know,
A rival.
a rival between the American guys and the Brazilian guys, but it was never like that. We all had the same job to do, and we didn't look at it like that. And we were all really good friends. Like I would go in, you know, hang out with them in the locker room, and they're really good guys, you know, and like they would always try to get me to talk bad about, you know, Silvano went more at it like a business style than the way I went about it. But that's the thing about bull riding. You go about it however you want to, and you have no boss. So, and that's what they would always try to get me to talk bad because, you know, he would keep low scores, which I didn't understand because as good as he rode, he could ride anything. So I was like, why wouldn't you take your re-ride? But, you know, he went about it like a businessman, get all his scores, win the event, you know, be the only guy to ride, you know, 3 or 4 bulls in an event, and didn't matter what the score was. Where I went at it like as long as I won every ring, then I'd win the event. But, you know, each to his own. And you can't argue with a guy that's won 3 world titles.
Seems like a great guy.
He's a really good guy.
In the locker room, too.
Yeah.
Great morale, positivity.
All the way around. Like, we all got along great, you know. It's
really cool.
a lot different behind the cameras than in front of them, you know. And that's why they would always try to trip me up and get me to say something bad, you know, doing interviews and things, and I wouldn't ever do it. I wouldn't feed into it because it wasn't that way.
Sure. PBR teams, you're having fun seeing him on the road.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool still getting to hang around the guys that you know, Justin McBride, Ross Coleman, Luke Snyder, guys I was in the locker room with riding, and now we're all back in the locker room again. We just don't have to ride, so we don't hurt near as bad now.
It's tough luck. We had a huge qualifying round for the bull riding tonight. The Central region was packed.
Yeah, there was 39 guys.
Wow. And in the bareback and the saddle bronc, and there's how it shaped up. Wasey and Kai on top of the 86.5.
Yeah.
8-time world champ. Stetson Wright with 85.5. So great to see him back competing, and I mean, it's like he never took a day off, really.
Yeah, I do got an issue with his podcast he recently did. He was talking about Kai wearing a hat and not a helmet.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Kai, you know, we were supposed to have him on, but it didn't work out. But I was going to give Kai the chance to redeem himself. He said, you know, a guy that wears a hat, you know, he tenses up when he gets in a bad spot. And if he gets in the face, he's got to take a 10-day, whereas he can just take the hit and keep right on riding. Well, the difference is, as soon as I took my helmet off and started riding without it, I rode way more correct because I knew if I didn't, I was going to get hit in the face. So, and I never took a 10-day. Got hit in the face a lot.
Heard it here.
It just hurts a lot more.
I can only imagine. Actually, I don't even want to imagine that. What I do want to ask you, you know, now that we've wrapped up the Mauney Cast, this is my second, I feel like it's my second interview on the show.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, it's 10. You're doing
What?
good. Doing good. We nailed it.
Did you hear that?
All you got to do,
Dan?
all you got to do, Dan, is give her a little wine. Look at her. She hadn't hardly even looked at her notes. They've been laying on her lap the whole time.
I did ask you and Samantha to just swing on by a liquor store before we headed in. I just needed a glass of wine. That's all I needed.
And we did.
So this is a little more lax.
Yeah. This is relaxed. This is the Mauney Cast.
Dan?
Dan talking to you in your ear.
Oh,
Is
we've
he?
got Kai? Really?
Do we? Do we have Kai?
Oh,
Oh, man. Now he can redeem himself.
he's coming here with us, Dan? Oh, okay, great. He's going to be down, I guess, maybe behind the chutes. We're going to talk to him so you can visit with him there. But no, this was good. I thought you had a great group of guests. So many of
pretty
your
good.
buddies.
Yeah.
Being in the central region, that makes sense.
I knew Jaco was going to make you nervous.
Oh, there are no words.
And there is really no telling
No?
what is going to come out.
Yeah, I actually, you know what? In our debrief or post-production meeting tonight or tomorrow with Dan, I am going to ask for like a bleep button, and maybe I can help prevent some of that. I'm way too uptight for those.
We do not have bleeps on the Mauney Cast.
Oh, did
We're
you hear
good.
that?
It took him about as long in a bucking chute also.
JB, would you like to introduce this or me?
Oh, yeah. Here. Where's Kai at? Oh, there he is. Look at him.
Hey, Kai.
Man.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good ride, but the night would have been over a lot faster if you wouldn't have took so damn long in the chute.
Listen, I won, so I don't want to hear anything.
I told you good ride.
That'd be a first.
I did. I said good ride. That's what I started
Hey,
off with.
we were up here watching you, and JB was giving you props and kudos for every jump. So
Don't listen to what she's saying. She's lying.
you earned it tonight, Kai.
I don't believe it for 1 second, but thanks for trying.
He was putting on his best show because Silvana was up here talking about what a great bull rider you are too.
Yeah, see, I like Savannah, so.
86 and a half, Kai. You know, you're coming back. We've been waiting for you to come back off injury, and you wear that gold world champion buckle. How are you feeling? You looked great.
Yeah, I felt good. They were giving me a hard time for not showing up to Lexington, and they thought the field would have been easier there, but I guess I'll just do the riding and maybe they'll be quiet.
Well, I was worried about your little hand. How's your hand? Is it hurt?
My hand felt fine.
Good. That's good. You got off like shit, so perfect.
They don't score you on your get off.
Hey, I do got a question. This is now your time to get back at old Stetson for talking shit about you not wearing a helmet the other day on his podcast. Is it the same for you as it was for me? Once I took the helmet off, I rode way more correct because I knew I would get hit in the face if I didn't do it the right way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
See? You know, he said where we get in a bind, we tense up. Bullshit, we try to ride them right.
Yeah, I had a bone to pick with him earlier. He tried telling me I was safetying up on MAGA right before he jerked me down. I said, if I had a safetied up, I wouldn't have got knocked out.
True. Yeah, he just sets you up when he whoops you down. But, I mean, occasionally that does happen. But I felt like once I quit wearing my helmet, I got hit in the face the first time after I quit wearing it, and I was like, oh, I better start doing things right. You know, it hurts a lot more without that helmet.
Yeah, that's for sure. it's amazing what a little bit of fear will do.
And we can tell him neither one of us took a 10-day when we got hit in the face.
Exactly.
Yeah. What a girl.
JB.
Maybe one day he'll be as tough as us.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Kai, thank you so much for hopping on the Mauney Cast. Great job tonight. We'll see you back tomorrow night, and hopefully you're going to punch your ticket to Globe Life Field and be under those bright lights in Arlington for that possible $1 million prize.
That'd be nice.
Good bull ride.
Thank you.
All right, Kai, see ya. That was
Bye.
awesome. Huh?
He's like my older, I always talk about, he's like having an older child.
Well, I know you and Samantha really are, you know, the closest thing he has to family in Stephenville. He cares about you and Samantha very much. I know Samantha and you care about him, so pretty fun to see. But thanks for having me.
You're anytime.
No, don't say that.
Well, another Mauney Cast is over. Thank you. Thank Katie Kaufman for doing this because I made her. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Happy birthday, Tilton Cooper.